Howdy boys and girls. Impromptu video here. Thought it would be kind of interesting, at least to me, to share my roadside repair kit. I was just going through it, seeing what I need, making sure everything's in there. I have this list that I made that I run through, all the stuff that I use, some stuff that I don't, but that I could. I'm pretty sure it's common to take tools on the road, right? Like just in case you need to fix the car, something breaks, you know, you don't have to wait for the tow truck. What do you guys do? Or do you just carry some basic tools, or do or do you have this whole trunk full of stuff that you use? What do you do? Share with me, please. Anyway, so I'll show you what I have. I'll run through this, show you guys some stuff. What do you think? And then you can comment and let me know what else I should put in there, what else I should add to the list maybe. It's always good to have input. Maybe I can help you guys, if you don't have the list, maybe this will help. I don't know. Share ideas. That's what the internet's for, right? So here, let me show you what's going on in the trunk. Come on. So here's my kit. Usually when I'm putting around town, maybe I'll just take the toolbox and I won't take all this other stuff if it's close. If I go a little bit of a farther distance, then I'll take the whole 9 yards. But this is what I got. So let me show you the list. All right, let's run through it. So as I'm going through the list, there's a couple items I don't have. I need to buy trans fluid, power steering fluid. On this car, they're the same. They're just type F. So that's the only thing I'm missing from my kit right now. Hence why I was going through it. Here's everything else. Let's start at the top of the list, okay? Adjustable wrench. Adjustable wrench for a million things. Could be anything you need to hold. This one's kind of cool because it kind of grips it there, holds it in. This is very handy for most situations. And then you got combination wrench set, which in my case, I don't want to take a whole kit of wrenches. I just take the most common ones to my car. You might want to do the same otherwise you're gonna have a lot more tools. So I have the usual, I have some extras in here, 3/4, half, 7/16, 9/16, all that common stuff for my car. My car mostly is 4 or 5 sizes, and that's it. So combination wrench set, I have as many as I need. Ratchet and sockets, plenty of ratchet and sockets, as well as a breaker bar. All right, let me kind of explain this here. As you can see, I have my essentials and my optionals, right? All the bold stuff is the essentials, and then all the italicized lighter items are the optional stuff. So to me, the essentials are the stuff that I need to take, and the optional stuff is, if I go on a road trip, or I have a little extra space, I can kind of take this extra stuff. But to me, they're not priority versus this other stuff that I'm going to go through, just for context of what's what. Okay, let's keep going. So these guys are super important. Screwdrivers, obviously important, but what I do is instead of taking a bunch of different screwdrivers, I take one of these that has all the bits that you can imagine with, you know, the tip thing there, you know, this thing, and I'll take usually these. I don't know why, but these come in handy all the time, either for leverage or to wedge something. I mean, it's just big flathead screwdrivers are awesome. All right, pliers. So pliers, I have, let's see. All right, let me put the phone down. I can't do this one on hand. All right, so for pliers, here I have wire cutters. I have smaller pliers. Usually comes in handy for electrical stuff. And then got the big boy here and the needle nose. Between these, I got pretty much everything covered as far as pliers go. So that's good for that. All right. Pause. Okay, utility knife. Just regular utility knife. Flashlight. Super important. Flashlight. I mean, you can probably use your phone and not have to carry one of these around, but I find the phone one kind of sucks. So there's that. I already said breaker bar, have it in here. I kind of like just lay it across this whole thing. So it's a big old breaker bar across this thing here. I usually don't need that, but whatever. Doesn't waste much space. Voltmeter. If I need to see if my alternator's charging or not charging, battery voltage issues, whatever it is. Checking fuses for resistance, all that good stuff. Boom, I got this thing right here. This has come in handy before. I always carry this around. All right, in this section, duct tape, zip ties. Very important. I got duct tape, electrical tape, which is one of my bonuses, but it's so small I carry it around anyway for electrical stuff. Zip ties, I got the zip ties in here somewhere. They're back here. Just a bunch of zip ties, because every good car guy knows that zip ties are essential. All right, next, safety and recovery. Here we go. This one. Fire extinguishers are the single most important item that you can carry with you in an old car, because if you don't carry any tools, you can wait for the tow truck on the side of the road. But without this thing, if your car's on fire, you're kind of screwed. So please, 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 if you carry anything with you, always carry that. All right, next on the list, jumper cables, jump starter. I don't have a jump starter, so in my case, I just carry jumper cables. These kind of suck. I've been meaning to buy better ones, but you know, that's what I got for now. It gets the job done. Barely, but it gets it done. Preferable to have a jump starter, but you carry what you can. And then we have a flat repair, okay? Tire sealant, you can carry a little can of Fix-A-Flat. That kind of works sometimes. I prefer plugs, so I carry these little Slim Jim things. And then where are they? Where are you guys? Oh, here you are. These things. Just kind of dig through the hole and then put the thing inside. You guys know how to use these, right? So there's that. Always have some tire repair. That's kind of the second most common thing. Reflective triangle / flare. That's pretty important if you break down at night. You want people to see you. I don't have one on my kit, and I never have. I always put it as priority, but for some reason I don't take it as priority. Just living life on the edge, baby. All right, fluids. Most important one, water or coolant. A bit of coolant there. This, when you start overheating, that comes in handy. Tranny power steering fluid, basic stuff, motor oil. You know, I put this one as an optional, at least for me, because I have never had to put motor oil on the side of the road ever in my life. So I kind of just brought it down on the list. No biggie for me. I don't have any here, actually. What I do have, besides these guys, and usually these, I just ran out of trans fluid. So usually I will have that. I gotta go to the auto parts. But instead of making this video after I go to the auto parts, I made it before because, you know, living in the moment. All right, lubricant spray and brake cleaner. This comes in handy for a variety of things. This is very universal, kind of just use WD-40 for all kinds of stuff. You can use your lubricant of choice. A lot of people hate WD-40. I mean, I kind of dig it. It's handy for a bunch of situations. And brake parts cleaner, even more so, because I use this to just, if I'm repairing something, I kind of clean it off with brake parts cleaner, and then I'll even use it to wash my hands after. It's one of those things. I use brake cleaner for a lot of cleaning. Yeah. Last bit of the list: fuses, rags or paper towels, funnel, wire brush. Last three are optional. I do carry them around most of the time. Wire brushes, good to clean up stuff. Funnel, don't need a funnel, but my transmission's kind of hard to get to, so I usually make a mess. So I prefer to carry a funnel, but it's optional. And nice little roll of rags come in handy, so you look like a civilized human being even after you fix your car on the side of the road. And fuses are necessary. Carry fuses. This is my kit here. It's this is very old. Fun fact, I've never bought fuses. This is actually part of my dad's surplus of fuses. He had tons of fuses, so I've never had to buy fuses. These are probably from the 80s. These have been around forever, but they still work. And I still use them. So this one's funny because for some reason my dad decided to weld a wire and bypass it. Who knows? I keep it around. Fuse kit. Take one. Now these are extras. I would, if I'm on a long road trip, maybe I'll take an extra drive belt. You know, they go bad. I usually check my belts before I go out, but if it's a road trip, you never know what happens on the road. So, you know, drive belts, radiator hoses, things like that. You know, if you want to take a full-size spare, kind of make your life easier, extra fuel, bulbs definitely, you know, at nighttime. One thing I will mention here, I put common trouble parts. Certain cars have parts that go bad frequently or often, and I don't currently have, I used to carry points around, but now I have an electronic distributor, so I don't have to anymore. But in your case, if you have any parts that tend to go bad, you know, carry them on a long trip just in case. It's good insurance. On a side note, I know it's a little bulky. You can definitely do better. Have a more compact solution than this. I'm planning to eventually get something, maybe like a bigger case or something where I can put everything. Because if I take the corners too hard in this, it does tend to fly around. I get items all over the trunk. But it works for now. But yes, don't do this. Get something nicer. So that is it. That is the entirety of my kit for road repair. Like I mentioned previously, feel free to share your thoughts. And if you can use the list, I made a Google link so you can download the list for free in the description. Yeah, download it, modify it, do what you got to do. Just do what you got to do. And oh, look behind the scenes. Here's my new 5 Below iPhone tripod. You got to start somewhere. So that's it. Have fun. Drive your old relics. And I will see you on the next one.